Hello viewers, this is Saurav from Tax Accountant. If you are in tax debt or someone you know who's in tax debt or you're having some problems with tax debt, in this video I want to explain what is tax debt, how does it start, and what are the avenues we can use it to solve this problem. So tax debt, how it all starts. So there are many options here. If you look at in current data, there is a lot of money, and historically it wasn't the problem. People used to owe money and they used to pay their taxes. Some people who find a problem, IRD has problem with them, but later on they solve it. But right now IRD has a mountain to climb. Last time I knew it was 9 billion, but recently I checked the numbers, 13 billion. So there is the debt is increasing, the mountain is increasing. So if a lot of people owe a lot of money, then becomes a problem. But if you owe any money and you have any problem, these are the practical solutions. I can talk to you about it today. Check the date first. What I mean by that, you have to make sure all the returns are filed. A lot of time we figure it out, the numbers are incorrect. There are some default assessments are sitting there. There are some adjustments to be done which hasn't been done. There was some loss to carry it forward that hasn't been brought forward. There were imputation credits from the personal accounts to be accounted for, hasn't been done. The taxes paid at source hasn't been taken into account, such as RWT or withholding taxes from the employer. So first of all, we want to validate the number. Is this number correct or not? Do I owe this money? And you may be right, you actually owe this money, but let's get to the correct number. File all the returns, including today's GST return, PAYE return, income tax return, personal, business, all associated entities. Get everything in so that we know, okay, this is the number we are dealing with right now. We're not estimating anything. This is the correct number we're talking about. That's the first thing. Of course, if you have money, you pay in full, get it out. If you got somewhere to borrow money from, family and friends, or you got ability to borrow money from your home loan and get this out of here, so that would the first thing will make a clean start, and then going forward we can fix. But each person is different, each situation is different. That's why professional help and guidance becomes very important. So that's something we highly specialize into it. So you can come and see us and I can help you in understanding a bigger picture. And today in this video, if we can pay this off, then interest rate is lower with the banking institutions or financial other institutions, or my overdraft facility, or tax pooling method, and there are many other methods are available. But a lot of these cases people do not have that money. So what are the other option? Other option is installment arrangement. So weekly, fortnightly, monthly, is we discussed. Now installment arrangements are to be done in conjunction with sustainable payment plan. Often I see client do give a call to tax department or fill up some online, which is done through online modeling of their website tool that they have available. So they might have set up some background information in the tool that if that someone paying X amount of dollar and Y amount of this, please approve this. So all these installment arrangements will be approved automatically. Letter will be sent and instruction will be sent. So they're trying to put some artificial intelligence there, but that's not going to help people who are struggling, because they need genuine help and real things. And for that, a sustainable payment plan are to be done beforehand, not after an IRD to be brought in to the negotiation table where the sustainable payment plan can be done. So if you ask someone to pay 1,500 a week and that person can barely afford 500 a week, so that's not going to work. It will work for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months maximum. After that, this will be a breach of agreement and we'll again go back to the square from where we started. So that's going to be very much of problematic. So do take some help in terms of sustainable is the key word here. Relief, of course, there are some relief are available according to section 177 of Tax Administration Act. There are relief criteria there as well, where we have partial relief, full relief, many options are available, but that again depends on many factors. And the important factor here that we need to think about is this: what is the cash flow, what is the asset, what is the ability to pay, and what is the evidence of all that. So these things are important. If in the absence of all these things, it's not going to work. So for us to know what is the total asset of the company, the ability to pay, evidence, support, a lot of things are important in this. And if those are not there, it's not going to work. Can penalties be reviewed? It's not automatic. Why would they remove all the penalties? The penalty regime is there for a reason. All the penalties are there for a reason. Shortfall penalty, non-payment penalties, all of them there. They can't be removed. There has to be reason. There has to be history. There has to be compliance. There has to be action rather than the words. So all those things are there. Then they can, of course, look into it and start helping you. But you have to build up the case. It's not going to happen automatically, right? Just because people not paying, the economy is bad, and please help me. It's not going to happen, right? They can only help those people who can help themselves. So first we have to help ourselves first. We have to make our own business more resilient. How we can change things around, how we can build cash flow buffer in our own business, how we can do a lot of things differently. Make a stop today. Whatever has happened in the past, forget about it. But today onwards, what else I can do today onwards to fix the problems? Whether it's a restructuring I can done, staff reduction I can done, inventory management done, different product line I can start. I can try to look into new pricing model. I can look into costing. Exactly why we are not making money. That's the pretty important part. Is I'm a very strong believer of business is a science. It's not an art that if I keep making this painting beautiful, this will become one day a very nice painting. Or if I'm a musician, I'm doing this song for last 6 months, all of a sudden this song is getting better in terms of the way I'm singing or in terms of the way I'm playing. Of course, with time, art will become better. But business is not an art, it's a science. We have to do certain things in certain way. It's a black and white. That's it. There is no gray area here in business. Look at perfect example of all these successful companies. They have done certain things in certain way. If they don't do those things in that way, that business would not be that level of successful. Of course, they gave more to someone and less to receive. So the intended person will be getting more value for the money. So the money that paying recipient is more happier. That's why the recipient will keep coming back to you and keep buying your goods or your services. If that trust is broken and the model is not providing them what you were intended to provide, of course business will start failing. So we have to look at business from the science perspective. Once we have those things, your business will start making money. Write-offs or discretionary, it's purely up to the commissioner. In terms of serious hardship, medical issues, recovery, losses, there are many options available. Once I have done or last 20 years, many of those applications, many of those write-offs, we were part of that. I understand the bigger picture, how things are done, and each case is different. That thing is not applicable on you, and that thing is not applicable on the other person. This is done in a confidential manner, and this is case by case basis. One size fits all approach will never apply in this particular case. Tax pooling is a pilot project that was used by the IRD. This is available. You can do some Google search and try to find out what are the rules around there as well. Of course, if you ignore, IRD will escalate the situation. They can do certain things. It's very important. They can do customer visits. They'll go to your shop. Yes, I have seen that. IRD will knock on the door and will talk to you why you're not making that tax payment. They'll issue a bank deduction. I'm recently talking to IRD for a client where heavily all this money is being taken out of his bank account on a weekly basis. To see the deduction notices are issued and legal recovery, and of course all sorts of liquidation, insolvency, bankruptcy, those things will come in. So do not ignore that. Open their email and talk to them. What we do and how, if you want to help yourself, these things you can do. 5 things you look at it. Number 1, confirm the debt. Is this my real debt or not? Number two, file all the overdue returns. This is my overdue returns and this is my up-to-date date. We need to work out sustainable payment plan, forecast, find revenue leakage, fix the problems. Then we got to negotiate the payment plan with them. This is my payment plan, and then monitor those plans. Yes, I'm adhering to what we have agreed. I'm also adhering to my current compliance, my current repayment plan, my current repayment structure. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of these steps are important. Do not ignore. If you have any problem, come and talk to us. Happy to help, offer our assistance. Our Google reviews are the highest testimony of our work. You can see a lot of these people don't want to talk about it. They will never come out in public and say what they have done. This is highly confidential matters. People don't want to talk about it. But if you require any help, any assistance, we are ready to help, to offer our assistance to anyone who require. If you like this video, please share with your friends and support us. Thank you.